Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Thank you very much for listening to this episode of Bone Throwers Theater. My name is Jordan, and I am going to be the GM for this special edition of Bone Throwers Theater. To my left,
Carlin, usually playing Dran Renner, but playing no one yet.
No one yet.
I'm Stephanie. Usually I play Miranda Kristoff, but again, don't have a character yet.
I'm Johnny. And I'm Johnny.
You're Johnny, and that's who you always play.
And I'm Jeremy, usually playing Captain Orion James.
And today we are joined by none other than...
Mike.
Yes, Mike.
Not the same Mike from our Fiasco episodes.
No, this is Mike Karkov. He's a friend of the show, and he's actually been listening to us and giving us a lot of great feedback about how
designer.
Yeah, he's a game designer. He's been working on a game. What's the game that you're currently designing right now?
A few different ones. Current project is Grimworld.
Grimworld. So if you ever want to hear about Grimworld, when it comes out, we will most definitely be linking to it. We might actually do a special episode of an actual play of Grimworld. So Mike is just sitting here drooling because he's so excited about the thought of that.
And Dran Renner would like to inhabit this world.
Nice.
Just saying.
Dran Renner inhabits every world that he comes across.
Yep.
So today we are going to be playing something that's a little different. Jeff was not able to make it this time, so we thought we would sit down and record a special new one-shot game that we're going to be playing. This game is called Inspectres, and it is from Memento Mori Theatrics. It's a fantastic little game that combines the idea of Ghostbusters with cops. So,
Cops the TV show.
Cops the TV show, yes. It is a reality TV show. So just to read a little bit of the back cover information. Inspectres is the nation's first fully licensed and insured supernatural investigation and elimination service. Our skilled agents are handpicked for their physical prowess, academic achievement, and technical aptitude. They are the elite, the best of the best. So if it's ghosts or goblins, spooks, bogeys, or bumps in the night, you can rest easy knowing that our trained staff is on the case. We offer fast response time. An agent can be at your door in less than 30 minutes. Confidentiality, because your business is your own. Cutting edge technology. Those pesky poltergeists won't know what hit them. Group discounts and installment plans, convenient and frugal. And gift cards, because they make great gifts for new home buyers. So there you go. Because it's not just a vampire infestation, it's your vampiric infestation.
And he pointed at me when he said
that.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
It's because of the hair, isn't it?
Yes.
We should all be so
And the sparkles. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and start off just to explain a little bit about the game. It's a dice pool mechanic game, so it's very similar to Mini 6 in that regard, but instead of adding all the dice together, you take what you have, you roll them, and you give us the highest number from the dice that you roll. So it's like you're trying to get, instead of adding them all together to make a total, you're rolling X amount of chances to get what you're looking for. There are 4 different stats on the actual character sheet that will explain like what you do. So it's very similar to Mini 6 in this regard. Academics, athletics, technology, and contact. So academics, of course, is book smarts and everything like that. Athletics, physical prowess. Technology, how good are you with computers, radios, that kind of thing. And contact, which is dealing with people. So just to let you know, everybody starts off with 9 dice that they have sitting in front of them. Normal agents, which we're all going to play today because this is an introductory session, can distribute 9 dice between your characters for skills. And skills can range from 1 to 4. And you have to have a minimum of 1 in each thing, and you can only have a maximum of 4 in each trait. So basically, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and ask you the questions like I did before. So we're going to go ahead and start off with Jeremy. My biggest regret was...
Not buying the suspicious-looking object at the yard sale.
Okay. Stephanie? My philosophy of life is...
Everything is worth experiencing once at least.
Okay. Carlin, the truth about myself that I'm resisting is...
I'm not as smart as I think I am.
Okay. Johnny, the best thing I ever purchased was...
That hooded sweatshirt.
The hooded sweatshirt. And Mike, my relationship to God is...
Apathetic.
Apathetic. Jeremy, the greatest thrill of my life was when...
Me and my college roommates went storm chasing.
Storm chasing.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Our characters are so completely opposite.
Am I going to be able to seduce this character?
Probably not.
Is that always on your mind?
Yes, it
Yes.
is always on my mind.
So, Stephanie, my attitude towards sex is...
The same as my philosophy of life.
What a character.
You broke the group.
I have this character in mind. I know she's on some TV show
Okay.
that I haven't really watched.
Snooky? I'm just guessing.
No.
Let me spoil it for you. You
No,
become
it's a
irrelevant
crime show.
and pregnant.
It's like a crime drama. Is it Law and Order? She's like the computer girl.
Oh, the one with
NCIS.
the goth looking one?
Yeah.
NCIS.
NCIS is a terrible show.
Yeah, it is. It's horrible.
Abby.
I haven't watched it, but that character, I'm thinking that character.
Carlin.
Only as a chain
Yes.
smoker.
When I look in the mirror, I see...
A guy thirsting for action.
Johnny, if I were to tell the truth, the consequence would be...
I might lose my job.
Okay. Mike, I need to be forgiven for...
He was a workaholic, which led to his divorce.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
All right, we're coming down to our last set of questions. Jeremy, the closest I ever came to murder was when...
Was when my one of my high school football teammates stole my girlfriend
Oh, okay.
on prom night.
On prom night.
Oh,
Kicker.
That's not nice.
Stephanie, when I wake up, my first thought is...
I need a cigarette.
Carlin,
Mm-hmm.
I used to believe that...
Okay, I got it. I used to believe that I was happy with my current career path.
Johnny, if you were to ask the closest person in my life who I am, and they were to tell the truth, they would say...
She's not really a dude.
All right. And you just won a kiss for that one.
You got that idea from the earlier conversation, didn't you?
No.
Mike, the last time I remember laughing hard was when...
My coworkers threw me a fake retirement party.
Aww.
Oh, that's sweet.
How old are you?
Old.
I should actually do that at work.
Yeah, we could.
Hilarious.
And was it fake retirement party because you weren't retiring, or they were just fake?
It was.
Fake friends?
But yeah.
It hurt him, but it made him laugh at the time, and then he realized, wow, like I'm kind of over the hill. I'm that guy. So,
Okay. Cool.
Jeremy, last question. And this question is going to be something that I ask every one of you.
Okay.
What was your first experience with the paranormal? Or, better question, do you believe in the paranormal?
I do not currently believe in the paranormal. However, the imaginary friend that I've had keeps showing up in my dreams.
Stephanie, does your character believe in the paranormal?
Yes.
What was your first experience?
She got a job for a while working on a ghost hunting show.
Another ghost hunting show. So this is your second ghost hunting job.
Yep.
Carlin.
My character does believe in the paranormal. And his first experience was when his father was turned to a werewolf and he had to kill him himself.
Johnny.
Yes, my character does believe in the paranormal. And first experience was in college dorms. Came across a specter walking the halls at night, every night.
And Mike, do you believe in the paranormal?
he does, which is why he has an apathetic relationship with God. In his first experience, he has a long experience of things, but his first experience. He discovered at a young age that his boyhood friend, neighborhood kid, best buddy, was not human.
What was he?
Don't know. Some kind of shapeshifter.
So it could have been a lycanthrope,
Yeah.
could have been an alien, could have been anything.
Sasquatch.
With that being said,
The family moved very shortly there.
Yes. We're going to go ahead and take a break. You guys can write up your character backgrounds, and then we will be right back, and we'll find out more about these characters and begin filling out the actual character sheets. Okay, thank you very much. We're back. And we've actually developed some pretty fantastic characters here. Carlin, why don't you go ahead and start by reading us your 3-sentence background for your character.
My character's name is Auri Glasston. At a young age, Auri's father was turned to a werewolf, and he had to kill him in order to protect his family from his own father. He tried to move past it, but kept thinking about ridding the world of these types of problems. This ended up leading to him quitting his IT job recently to pursue a paranormal hunting career.
Okay. Stephanie, how about your background?
My background is she was raised by a single mom who read poems at the mall for a living.
Okay. What's her name?
Her name is Trixie Canton. She graduated at 16, got her master's in psychology, and then decided to drop out and travel abroad. She worked odd jobs and sought thrills, working briefly for a ghost hunting show before she got fired for possession.
Of drugs?
Yep,
Or of person?
maybe.
Okay. Johnny?
My character is Phil Raymond, born name Phyllis Raymond. I'm from a small country town, and I dropped out of college when I was spooked out by the ghosts roaming the hallways. And now go around disguised as a man.
Mike, how about your character? Would you mind sharing with us your background?
His name is Frank Cross. He is a paranormal extermination agent. He was the youngest member of his organization. Now he is the most senior field agent. But along the way, his job took all he had, including his marriage, a wife, kids, house. But now his job is all that he has left. At one point, he was in a life or death situation and had to sign a pact with the devil to extend his life.
So he's Mulder, the later years.
Think Mulder meets Kay from Men in Black.
Okay.
There you go.
Awesome. And Jeremy?
All right, my character is Nathan Alex Woodson, age 25. He and his younger brother were adopted at a young age. He was 3, his brother was 1. He was a psychology major, graduated summa cum laude from Harvard, and he has a 4K resolution photographic memory.
Fantastic. So, really quickly, Carlin, what are Auri's beliefs?
Auri.
Auri.
Ari's beliefs are that there is no technology problem he cannot solve,
Okay.
seeing as he used to be in IT. He also believes that only killing the supernatural will bring him satisfaction within his life, and that the blackouts he has been experiencing are potentially tied to lycanthropy, because he never disclosed that before he killed his father bit him.
Stephanie, what does Trixie believe?
Trixie believes that anything is worth trying once, that right and wrong are relative so long as you're not hurting others, and she believes in karma and reincarnation.
Johnny.
First, all ghosts must be removed from this world.
Okay.
Second, the paranormals that we see around come from another reality, like a parallel universe or something to that nature. And third, only men get respect in the world.
Okay. Mike, what does Frank believe?
Technology takes away from acuity on the job. God doesn't care anymore, and he is strongly feeling that he is going to die soon.
So his bargain is just about run its
His own
course.
mortality is catching up with him.
All right, Jeremy, what does Nathan believe?
He does not necessarily believe in the supernatural, but believes that what is being called supernatural is the result of mental disorders. He does, however, believe in reincarnation because he is equating his sight of a lifelong imaginary friend as memories from a past life, and it believes that adrenaline rushes are the key to prolonged life.
Fantastic. What are Auri's goals in life?
Ari's goals are to eradicate all supernatural beings, to prove his technology prowess, and to maintain cover about his blackout spells.
Trixie's goals are to experience the supernatural, to find and keep a steady relationship for a while, just to try it, and to keep this job long enough to pay off her school loans.
Phil's goals: 1, earn respect that is due her. Close
Him.
him. Close doorways between the realities, and finally to finish college.
Okay.
Frank's goals are to survive, to retire to the bay with a boat, and a simple lifestyle. He also wants to become a positive and consistent part of his now adult children's lives, and he would like to write a memoir.
Okay.
Nathan would like to hold several world records in the Book of Guinness.
Okay.
And he wants to be the host of a thrill-seeking reality TV show. And he wants to find his biological parents.
Fantastic. All right. So in front of you guys, you all have Inspectres Corporation job applications. So you can go ahead and fill out your full name and your date of birth. When were you born, Stephanie? You look like you're having some thoughts.
No, it's not the date of birth. It's the middle name.
If you just want to put an initial, that would be fine. Also, be sure to write down your next of kin. Be it your ex-wife, your imaginary friend, the boyfriend you've had for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Do we need to do aliases as well?
You can do an alias if you want. You know, like on reality TV shows, how they sometimes have those names that they give people to be cool. Instead of being called Dwayne, I think he goes by Dog the Bounty Hunter, that type of thing.
Right.
Oh my goodness, I just made myself feel old.
Phil, the real man, Raymond.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Once you go ahead and have that information down, if you want to go ahead and transport your biography over from what you've written previously, that'd be fine. Let's go ahead and talk about the 4 skills that are available to you. Academics, athletics, technology, and contact. Now, what happens is this is a dice pool game. We have 6-sided dice here in front of us that we can go ahead and use. What we do is we roll the 4 dice, and then we choose for when we're trying to accomplish something, you choose the number that is the highest from the pool as your result. And then you match that against the chart of information that's there. So the maximum number of dice that you can have in a skill is 4, and the minimum is 1. So go ahead and assign those to the box on the left-hand side of your skill list. The box on the right-hand side is for what happens when you're affected by stress. So we'll talk about that in a little bit.
So we have 9 dice to divide up between the left side of these 4.
That's correct.
Okay.
It says that normal agents get 9 and weird agents get 10. What's the difference between normal and weird?
A weird agent would be like typically in a game you can have one agent that is weird. And a weird agent would be something like, say, for example, you're a vampire or a werewolf, a zombie, something like that. Is your character actually a werewolf?
Well, that was my intention.
So you do want to play a werewolf?
I mean, not all the time, obviously, but
your character is an actual lycanthrope.
Yes, it's just he's
You get
not
10 dice
100%
then.
sure.
Then you get 10 dice.
Okay.
Because what happens is you get a die called the cool dice. And cool dice basically work to help relieve stress. So go ahead and distribute your 9 as you originally would, and then go ahead and put on, for current cool, just
1.
Go ahead and put 1.
Okay, got it.
I have a 1 in technology because I can't have a 0.
Me
Yes.
too.
Me too.
Oh dear.
Don't worry, I got 3 in technology.
Got it covered.
All right, I was an IT guy.
I got 2, 2, 2, 3.
He's from the IT crowd.
I'm assuming contact is contact with paranormal.
I'm sorry?
Contact was contact.
Charisma.
Charisma, yeah.
Okay.
Basically your interaction with other people.
Okay.
Will
Also
your
maybe,
cell phone dial
yeah.
paranormal?
Willpower.
That would be a
type
technology
stuff
roll.
too.
I really wish
That's
I could
true.
have 0 on something now.
I know, right?
All right, Auri. we're sitting down now having our interviews, and so I've just been looking over your background and everything like that. You seem like a very good person to work with inspectors. It seems like you're someone who would fit in. Like your background with IT is something that we especially need because we do use a lot of technology here. Now, here we've of course put you through a pretty rigorous set of tests and just to see where your skills lie. We noticed, that you're pretty average overall. I mean, academics of two. You've been to college. You know your stuff there. How do you feel about your athletics ability, just overall?
I think it's pretty good. Sometimes better than others. Normally at night, I'm a little bit more agile. For some reason, I don't know. But I'd say pretty average, as you've kind of pointed out.
Yeah, so on our tests, we actually rated you as a 2. And would you think that would be fair?
I think that could be fair.
Okay.
I am more tech savvy than I am athletic.
Okay. Technology, like you said, that you've actually tested much better on that than you did in the other areas. We actually rated you a 3 overall. So I think that's going to be the area that we're going to find the most success with you when you're out in the field as a part of the inspectors team.
That works well because not only have I worked in IT before, but on the side I'd kind of do a few personal engineering jobs in my garage.
Okay.
So, just making gadgets here and there.
Fantastic. Now, and also you do seem to have an average contact group, so a good amount of friends, but nothing terribly out of the ordinary. But of course that can always be an aspect as well. Now, one question that I did have for you, do you have any unique talent or special ability that you'd like to share with us?
Just my smartness with tech.
So you're pretty much just a technology guy. Is there a specific area that you focus on?
No, but like I said, I understand computers very well from my IT background, but I can also fabricate equipment as well involving tech.
Now, stepping out of character as the interviewer for a moment, addressing Carlin, one thing that I'm trying to get you to think about is that when you write down like a talent or a weird attribute, this is a skill that you can use to apply to get an extra die to roll whenever you're doing something.
Well, I was thinking that the lycanthropy would be, but it's not something that he
would want
wants
to come
to
out
promote at all.
Okay, so you can go ahead and write that on your character sheet and everything like that.
And actually, can I make a change? Can I take my contact down to 1?
Yes, you can.
And I want to boost my tech to 4.
That would be perfectly fine.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and interview the next candidate. So, Mr. Woodson, it's good to see that you're coming to join our organization with a bit of a skeptical background. This is something that we don't normally see, though.
Yeah, just through my studies of psychology, I mean, I have questions about the validity of the supernatural. I mean, I honestly think it's all in the mind, and I'm just here to prove or disprove that.
Okay. Like you said, you studied psychology, and your academic work on our tests have actually proven to be some of the highest that we've ever seen. It's amazing that you would get a 4 in academics. That's something that typically people don't work quite as well on. Athletics, average, but I think that you would agree that would be fair.
Yeah, I did play football in high school. Maybe I played 5 plays all of 4 years. So, yeah, good enough to make the team, but not good enough to be on the field.
Yeah.
So.
Your technology abilities seem to be a little bit on the lower side. I would think that someone who has a high academic ability would work well with computers and that type of thing.
I can work with computers. I'm more about reading the books and giving speeches and interviewing people and really find out what they really think. So
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. In contacts, obviously a lot of people in the academic world, but it seems to be rather average, all things considered.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any special talents or abilities that you would like to mention at this time?
One thing I think that's helped out with my academics is I have a photographic memory.
Okay.
I can tell you pretty much any detail. Like, for instance, your secretary out there, she had a sort of a pattern that looks like 4-leaf clovers, and actually there's only one 4-leaf clover on her pattern of her blouse. All the rest are 3-leaf clovers, but
fantastic.
The one right there in the center is definitely a 4-leaf clover.
I'll be sure to mention that to Frida when I go out to see her again. Let me just go ahead and add that special ability to your dossier here, and then we can go ahead and send you off to processing so you can get your ID badge.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, all right. Next interview. So, Miss Canton.
Yes.
Your tests were very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Thank you.
It's always interesting to see a character come in with so much confidence in their personality and willing to exhibit it through their personal look, the pierced nose, tattoos.
Yeah, well, if you can't be yourself, who are you going to be?
Yeah, exactly. And that's a very good point. Academically, you've done really well. A rating of 3 by our testers, which is pretty good.
Well, I did graduate early.
You did? Oh, really? Where'd you graduate from?
Well, I graduated high school early, and then I went to Brown and got my master's. I was going to work toward my doctorate, but then I just kind of lost interest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Athletics. Well, obviously the books are more important to you than athletics.
Right, well, and I'm a smoker.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that will slow you down, so unfortunately we had to rate you at 1, but still, you bring so many other...
I've never really wanted to hang out with the jocks anyway, so...
Yeah, you bring so many other attributes to the job. Your technology is decent, not the greatest, which is kind of surprising considering that you work in previous backgrounds and with another ghost hunting outfit.
Right, well, like, they taught me how to set up the machines and everything, but I didn't really get a whole lot of the science behind it. Mostly I just know how to use computers from, like, college and stuff.
So PowerPoint, Excel,
yeah,
that kind
basically.
of thing. Okay. And also, your contact list seems to be actually fairly extensive, so...
I know a lot of people.
Yeah, so we were able to rate you on a 3 for that one. So overall, do you have any other special talents or abilities that you would like us to include in your personnel file?
Yes, actually, I think this might come in handy. I have had experiences of clairvoyance in the past.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I've had flashes of the future, and they've actually come true.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we will definitely keep that written down on your...
And I don't know if, this is something that your organization may value, but my mother was a palm reader and a tarot card reader, and she taught me everything she knows. So, it works in with my talent.
Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting. Well, I'm going to go ahead and send you down to HR to get your ID card, show you your desk, and make sure everything is good to go. So I hope you have a great afternoon.
All right, you too.
All right, let's go ahead and talk to Mr. Cross. Sir, it is an honor to have you joining this organization.
Thank you.
You've got quite the resume here, and we are really impressed with everything that we see.
I'm definitely looking forward to it.
What do you think is the best thing that you could do for this organization overall?
Well, I've seen a lot of time in the field. I've had an opportunity to work with some of the industry's best and some of the industry's worst. So hopefully we can just improve operations all around and get the job done and go home.
Now, you do seem to be very knowledgeable about the area of expertise that we're specifically focused on, the paranormal. So we actually were able to, through our testing, rate you at a 3, which is pretty good.
Thank you.
Also, athletics, you're getting on in age, but you're not letting that slow you down. A 2 is a very respectable rating for somebody of your age and stamina.
Definitely try to stay fit.
Technology, you seem to be a little lacking on that area.
Don't really have a use for it, to be honest with you.
I've
seen it get in the way of a lot of important jobs, and I've seen it really hinder investigations when personal interaction really could have gone and done the job for them.
Okay, so you really believe that through knowing other people and being able to do a wide range of academic work and athletic work that you're able to get the job done without the technology?
I think personal interview goes a lot further than some analytics go.
Okay, well, we do try to use all aspects of technology and academics, so as long as you're just comfortable working with people who have different strengths in those areas?
Absolutely.
Okay, that would be perfectly fine. And also, it seems like you have a pretty good network. Previous experience does lend a lot to that. So, because of your professional experience and the names that you've listed as your references and everything like that, we were able to rate you as a 3 on our contact list. So if you don't mind, just give your information to my secretary outside, and she'll be glad to take you down to HR, show you the ropes, make sure that you get to the right people, and get settled in at your desk, and we'll be sure to start hunting ghosts.
Well, thank you.
All right, fantastic. And finally, we're going to interview one last person today, Phil. Raymond, it's really great to have you here and just joining us to make sure that everything is going well. We don't meet a lot of people like you in this particular field.
It's easy to believe.
Yeah. We did some tests, as you can remember. and we've rated your skills and abilities and everything like that. Academics, that doesn't seem to be your strong suit.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a fright in college. It basically just scared me out when I was being haunted by a ghost in the dorms.
Okay. No hauntings now, though, right?
No. In fact, that's why I'm here, is to hunt down these ghosts that scared me away.
Okay. And you did rate much better in athletics. We were able to give you a 3 for that.
I've always been very talented and limber. I did some track in high school. And
Yeah. Technology seems to be pretty decent, too. You seem to be able to get around the internet without too much of a trouble.
Oh, yes. Let's see, the only reason I dropped out of college is because of my sheer terror of this ghost.
Now, do you think that you would pursue college at a later date if you
Absolutely.
were going?
I plan to go back to college eventually here.
Fantastic. Well, we do have a great package for tuition reimbursement. It's coming out of our corporate headquarters. You got to work for us with 6 months of employment before that will kick in. But I'm sure that you'll be interested in that package once you get a chance to take a look at it.
Absolutely.
Finally, your contact list seems to be pretty good. So you're moving in the right direction in terms of the people that you know and where to get information. So I think that you'll make a great asset to any team. Phil, it's great to have you on board. Let me go ahead and show you down to our HR office, and we'll make sure that you're nice and comfortable.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Well, that pretty much concludes our interviews and our introductions to the characters. When we come back later, we're going to go ahead and build our own Inspectres franchise. So we'll catch you on the flip side.
Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. The cast is Carlin, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, Jordan, and Stephanie. This podcast is released under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. Please feel free to share the podcast, but please do not modify it or attempt to gain financially from it. To find this show online, visit our site, bonethrowerstheater.com. Our Twitter feed is @bonethrowerstheater, and our email address is bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Join our social networks on Facebook and Google+. Podcast art was designed by Laura Tress and is used with her permission. Until next time, may the bones fall in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.